Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Well, this is coming more like a special warning to all the Biafran agitators, all those who believe in the Biafran dream, all those who believe that they have what it takes to make their country. It looks like the IGP is coming from a different light and it's not looking funny at all. But before we go into the newspaper to find out what it is, he's got to say concerning the issue of IPOB and Biafra. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the Inspector General of Police, that's Alkali Baba, has said that nobody is expected to be a member of the indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, because the organization remains proscribed. I'm quoting him. I continue with the news. He said that the government was working towards addressing the issue of kidnapping, armed robbery, banditry, cultism in the North Central, the Northwest, and the Southwest. The new police boss spoke in Abuja after he was confirmed by the police council on Friday. Well, the police council confirmed Akali as IGP anyway. There are peculiarities, like I said before, in the southeast and south-south. The issue of a secessionist agenda championed by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. I also talked about terrorism and religious bigotry in the northeast. The new IGP said, in collaboration with other security agencies, we try to checkmate other forms of lawlessness, criminality, and unlawful agitation. Okay, that means there's lawful agitation and there's also unlawful agitation. Let us continue. It said, what is seriously worrisome in the southeast, but it is gradually being checked and results are positive as regards to the attack and bringing down of security agents and assets belonging to the federal government. Our ability to checkmate this lawlessness has improved and we are getting closer to something positive. The issue is IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra, is a proscribed organization and we expect nobody to belong to the IPOB. It is just like me differentiating between an armed robber and a thug. It's the level of crime that matters. There's no way we can say this is IPOB or a thug. It all depends on the level of crime. This is strong. The question is, there are lots of persons that will tell you that they are IPOB. Well, let's look at this very critically anyway. When it comes to the issue of IPOB, you cannot say that there are no IPOB. There are plenty, sir. With due respect to your analogy, we have a lot of Biafran agitators, quite a whole lot. We have those in Masob. I think Masob was never prescribed. I think that's a different wing. We have BNG, it's also Biafran agitating group. We have BNL. We also have there are much. There's also one that is Biafra de facto movement or so. That's formed by Asarido Kubo. There are about 5 to 6 of them. They're quite much. But she's quite, sorry, rather, I keep calling him he's quite particular about IPOB, being that at the beginning of the agitation, I think that's sometime in 2017 when they became very prominent in the agitation, they were quickly and summarily proscribed. So he's not saying that he does not expect anybody to agree or does not expect anybody to say that it's actually a member of IPOB. Sir, except we don't want to live in the reality of life, except we want to live in denial and self-denial, except we want to live in fantasy, land of fantasia. If you want to face the harsh reality of life and what it is, we cannot deny it. We got members of IPOB. They're everywhere. They're not just here. You ask Governor Wike, he will tell you. They're not just they're everywhere. They're littered. And they may not, what I think at this rate, living in denial will not help the security situation, and it will also not help us as a people. I believe, personal opinion now, I believe that instead of saying that you don't expect anybody to be a member, because even if you say they may say they're not members, but it doesn't change the fact that maybe they hold their secret meetings here and there. It's rather to see how we can dialogue with them. If there is a leader called Nnamdi Kanu, who they have agreed there is the leader, not just the leader, but their supreme leader, which means there is a people that follows him. So saying that you don't expect anybody to be in that group or in that organization is saying that such group doesn't exist, while as we are seeing the effects they pull. So instead, rather, I would rather, personal opinion, I would rather say, let there be a stakeholders meeting, find out why they're agitating. Now that they have mentioned the issue of lawful agitation and unlawful agitation, which means there's a lawful agitation that everyone can follow through. I think in that regard, they're probably referring to the type that Professor Banji Akintoye is doing, where he's going about it in a peaceful manner, where he's writing to UN, where he's writing to all the necessary bodies, international bodies, to look into the fact that they are a nation, or they are a people wanting their own nation without necessarily going, in a violent manner. All right, and so far so good. He has kept a clean slate for himself. I'm talking about Professor Banji Akintoye. So I guess that's the lawful part. The IGP is talking about. Then the unlawful part is where we keep hearing things about burning things, burning federal government instrument infrastructure, and bringing down security personnel. But the truth be told, if anybody burns federal government parastatal, it's not common logic and common sense that the government will come after the person. You don't need rocket science for that. But then we also need to tell ourselves the truth that they exist, and you can't live in denial that they do not exist. So I would have preferred a case of dialoguing. Okay, where are the leaders? Who are the leaders that are in Nigeria? If they can guarantee them safety, okay, can dialogue just the same way Sheikh Gomez seem to be seeing the Fulani bandits in the bushes, and he's able to relate to the people, to the government, that this is the challenges of these Fulani headsmen or Fulani bandits, and this is what they want. And he has been very bold in his statement. So there should probably be some sort of mediator. I don't know how they are going to run it, but something that will cause a ceasefire, so there will be peace in the land. The southeast is already too tensed. Okay, whatever way they will need to do it, but I believe that self-denial is not the way out, because self-denial is clearly saying that it doesn't exist while it does. It doesn't solve the problem, only it covers it, but the problem is still there, staring us in the face. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's visit that comment section, please. What's your take? Please, no hate words. That's